Hi guys, I want to share something with you. I'm reading a really good book and I wanted to share something. It's an analogy and it's from the book Life is Short, Don't Wait to Dance. It's a good book. She was a UCLA gymnastics coach for decades. And of course I'm not a gymnast, but I like to learn from successful people, and I'm trying to improve certain areas of my own life. So the analogy, hi Peggy, the analogy is blooming in the desert. I'm going to share with you a little bit about this, but first I want to tell you my favorite part of it, because I get very mad at myself when I'm not perfect. To the point in which this week, for example, I was doing a 10-day webinar challenge that made me do a lot of work, and there was a contest, and the contest had to be carried out in a certain manner. And well, I just didn't want to do it that way. I felt stubborn and maybe entitled that my points should count. The reason, hi. I'm good. How are you, Ali? The reason I'm mentioning that is procrastination is a tricky thing, and it's easy to do. I felt like, okay, fine, it's not perfect, and then I'll just quit. So in the middle of the challenge, I just quit. I quit watching the videos, I quit doing the homework assignments, I quit everything. And I got a little disappointed in myself. Then I realized I'm a little further than I was when I started. I made progress, and even though I can't win the contest or even enter it at this point because I kind of bailed and dipped out, I can still do all of the things. I can still learn all of the things from the videos and from the exercises and from the work. Basically, I'm going to do the homework late even though I can't win first prize. So what I want to share with you is a quote from this book and a little bit of words that I find to be, sorry I'm kind of rambling. I had a neck procedure today, so I'm kind of groggy from the medicine they gave me. But anyway, I feel compelled to share this because all of us get frustrated with ourselves when we don't do things perfectly, or we don't win first place, or we don't get the promotion and somebody else does. It's easy to be discouraged and say, fine, I'll just stay stuck. I'll just stay stuck where I am and accept that this is my life. Well, no, because I don't want to stay stuck. I want to grow and reach and try. So that's what I hope for you. I hope that you don't think your dreams are impossible, because they take a lot of work. So the bottom line is as follows. Success is peace of mind and knowing you've done your best. Say a relationship failed. It's hurtful. It's hurtful to my pride, to my ego. It's hurtful to my heart. It's hurtful to my mind. It makes me think about, why did it fail? Am I why it failed? Well, guess what? Things happen. Things don't work, and sometimes maybe God has a better plan for us. But at the end of the day, we have to be compassionate and loving to ourselves and say, you know what, I did my best. I was kind. I honored my word. I showed up when I said I would show up. So that's all we can do. And I believe if we keep doing that, then the universe is going to meet us halfway. The universe is going to say, oh, and for every step we take, it takes a step toward us, and we can achieve what we want. It just takes time and patience and effort and the ability to say, I'm not perfect. I will never be perfect. I'm tired of wanting to, because it doesn't help anyone, including me. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm going to share this part of this book. It's quick, but I think it'll inspire you. I hope so. It inspired me, which is why I'm sharing this, even though I'm sleepy and kind of had a hard day. But who cares? We all have hard days, right? So, life is short, don't wait to dance. By Coach Val. which is cool to me because that's my therapist's name. Anyway, the analogy is about blooming in the desert, and I love it, so I'm going to read a little bit of it. This coach was working with a top-notch Olympic-level gymnast, and the gymnast started slacking off a little bit, started backsliding, stopped winning. And so this is what it's about. We had been expecting big things from Jeanette heading into her sophomore season, but taking a walk in the proverbial desert was what was going to be best for her. Sorry. I had come to learn that the desert is a magical place where transformation happens. This transformation is possible because the desert is an isolating place where all outside noise and distractions have been silenced. All comforts and crutches are absent in the desert, and your focus is on personal survival. In the desert, your potential gets challenged. You discover how tough and resilient you are. In the desert, you become creative and driven. Hi, Jan. Jan's my cousin. You take action and ownership of your situation. You learn to rely on and trust yourself, and eventually the magic happens. We all need to be able to recognize when we are in the desert and to embrace it. Our next choices will either lead us one step closer to changing and eventually emerging, or result in us digging deeper into the depressed misery of desert life, i.e. being stuck. She really had changed. She was motivated, excited about life, and happy. I was really able to see, this is the gymnast speaking about the experience from her perspective, not the author. I was really able to see how strong of a person I was and that I could trust myself again. That's an important point. Hi, Michael. Hi, Judy. If we trust ourselves, we stop needing this outside validation, the likes on Facebook, the superficial things that feed our ego, but not our spirit. If we fully trust ourselves and believe in ourselves and love ourselves, it doesn't matter what other people think. One of my teachers said this week, your opinion of me comes second. If you like me, that's great. I like me first. I approve of me first. And I personally try to align my actions with my spiritual life. Am I being kind? Am I acting out of compassion? What are my intentions? And as long as I do those things, it's okay when I don't always get what I want. Do I like it? No. But it's not bad. So here's the last part I want to share with you. My husband tells me all the time, my love, all the flowers in the garden don't bloom at the same time. As long as they keep blooming, how painfully slow it feels, then allow them to bloom. Whether it's your internal thoughts or your external circumstances that are less than ideal, you still have the choice, either to be miserable or to choose to embrace your situation. Once I realized all of this, I realized how my ego was preventing me from enjoying something my soul craved. That last sentence I want to share with you again. Once I realized all of this, I also realized how my ego was preventing me from enjoying something my soul craved. In this circumstance, she's talking about dancing. She wanted to be perfect. As a dancer, I can relate to that. So she just quit dancing because she used to be better at it. And she was sure everybody in the room was judging her, but the reality is they're not. They're thinking probably about themselves, or best case scenario, they're enjoying the moment. They're enjoying what it feels like to dance, to be free, to just be in the present moment. And that's what I want for my friends. And that's what I want for myself. And I take steps to create that. I meditate. I sit with uncomfortable emotions. I look at them. And, most of the time now, I handle it in a healthy way. And that's, but not all the time. The last thing I want to say, and then I want to see how you guys feel. Do you procrastinate ever? Are you hard on yourself? Judy, you get a lot done. I would love to hear from you a little bit about your take on this and what you think. When I trained Marines in the desert, I played in Iraqi and simulated battle situations. I love the analogy of the desert because I did a lot of growing in the desert, an actual desert. distractions were taken away. I was in my 20s, so bars, men. I mean, they were men, but you couldn't date them because you're working. There's a contract, which is good because it forced me to just focus on my job, on the purpose of it. And then in my downtime, which there was a lot of, we slept out there overnight for several days, and we weren't always on. It depended where the Marines went at the time, which was pretty cool. There were tanks and there were AKs and it was insane and it was exciting. But it also was a time when I took the time. I did the book, The Artist's Way. I don't know, Judy, have you heard of that book? I took the time for reflection, for journaling, for praying, for centering, and I grew exponentially. And there have been other times in my life, obviously, when I just wanted to be distracted. And that looks different for everybody. But if we don't invest a little bit of time in what we actually want every day, it's less likely to happen. So ask yourself what you really want and be gentle with yourself and loving to yourself until you get it. Let's see, can I wave it, you guys? I'm a little new to the interactive component of this, but I hope that this was helpful to you in some way, even though I'm not quite as concise as I usually am. Again, I had a neck procedure today, so this thing's kind of stupid and I'm supposed to take it off. But doesn't it look like an 80s armband for running? I think I'm going to order an 80s armband today, because also while we grow, have fun. Have fun growing. And Michael, I need to see you because you have some tea and we could just talk or go to Charlie Hong Kong's or whatever. Jan, I do not engage in politics. I think that they're all corrupt and that God will put the people in my life that I need to help and assist or love or guide or listen to or just show compassion to, whether that's kids or homeless people or whatever it is at the time. I'm more of like an undercover vigilante activist. I stay out of it because it upsets me. Because you're my cousin, I'll tell you real quick. The reason I stopped voting, which I'm sure this will upset some people, but guess what? We have different opinions and we have different choices and methods. My method is to help everyone I can and try to be the nicest and best version and highest version of myself. To me, politics, I can see their lies. I can see their corruption. When O.J. Simpson was allowed to kill his family because he's a famous football player, and we talked in the Supreme Court about, the president's affairs with Monica Lewinsky, I was disgusted, and I was too blatantly aware of the fact that this wasn't going to be what I wanted to. And, maybe one day I'll change my mind. Nice, Jasmine and Ginger. Hi, James. I see your baby and your wife. I'm happy for you. I miss you. You're still in New Orleans, I guess, being an awesome attorney. Hi, Michael. How's it going? Where is everybody? Can you say for each other? I know where you are, but you don't know each other yet, and maybe that would be fun, because as you know, I move a lot. You guys are all over the place. I'll tell you, Jan is in Mississippi, Greenwood, I think. Jan, are you in Greenwood? I haven't seen you in forever. I'm sorry. Jan's my cousin, guys. James Napper is in New Orleans. Last time I saw him. Michael, where are you? I met you in San Jose, California, but I'm not quite sure where you are now. Judy's in the Bay Area. Where is everybody else? Izzy is here in Santa Cruz, California. Okay, you guys are a little quiet, so I'm gonna go. But try not to procrastinate and be gentle with yourself when you're not perfect, because guess what? Nobody is. So please be compassionate to yourself and others and have a beautiful day. Next time, we chat, I'll be a little more concise. Bye.